Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2.
Appreciation Night in Purcellville, Kansas. Founded here in Purcellville, VCA is a specialty firearms dealer, importer, and exporter bringing products from around the world to clients here in Loudoun County. From repatriated family heirlooms to bespoke European imported firearms and domestic compliance for suppressors and more, Virginia Citizens Armory and Citizens Armory Imports is your
Throw.
concierge. Schedule your free consultation
Throw.
today at
Throw.
www.virginiacitizensarmory.com or
Throw.
550-559-3125.
Throw.
Please join them in thanking all those who have served our nation and defended the freedoms all citizens are able to enjoy. Without those who have served, none of this would be possible. Thank you, VCA.
You get Zach? No, I didn't. Get it? No, I didn't.
Throw.
Watch Zach will show you. What's the little thing?
And as the sponsor for tonight's game, Christopher Hansford for Virginia Citizens Armory will be throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Christopher Hansford is the founder and chief firearms officer of Virginia Citizens Armory. He resides here in Purcellville.
Throw. Throw. Throw.
Start.
Throw.
And at second base,
Catch.
Bryant Green, number 27.
8.
On the
Throw.
hill for the River Bandits, number
Kobe
34,
throw.
Eli Hanna.
Ethan throw.
Kansas would also like to
Kobe throw. Audio test again. Throw.
Go ahead.
Outfield throw. Foul line throw.
No. They have it over. They'll get the first inning over.
Outfield throw. Foul line throw. Outfield throw. Outfield throw. Foul line throw.
after riding and showing her pony.
Down to the field for our national anthem. We'll intro shortly after.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, one correction I neglected to announce the starting pitcher for the River Bandits. Number 30.
Good evening and welcome into Fireman's Field here in Purcellville, Virginia. It's a hot one on tap between the Cannons and the visiting Woodstock River Bandits. The Cannons on a 2-game winning streak as it stands, back in sole possession of first place in the Valley League North. Woodstock rounds out the Valley League North, currently in last place. They are 6 games back. They are on a 1-game winning streak, and they'll look to extend that to 2 here tonight against the Cannons. On the mound for the Cannons, going to make it tough for Woodstock. It's Ryan Rushing. Rushing has been one of the Cannons' more consistent starters so far this season. He's pitched in 5 games, started 3. 2-2 is the record. It's a 5.52 ERA through 14.2 innings, but he's had a number of great starts, specifically out here at Fireman's Field, including a performance against Winchester, just 2 runs allowed through 3.2 innings. He struck out 6 in that contest. His last time out was 4 innings of 2-run ball in a loss on the road at Culpeper, where he also struck out 6. So it's been a good year for him so far. 23 strikeouts in those 14.2 innings, so he's got swing and miss stuff. And waiting in the lineup for Woodstock to face him tonight. Here's the lineup. It's leading off number 3, Kamari Chisholm Jr. In the 2-hole, number 7, Connor Worth. Batting 3rd, Abdriel Delgado. Batting 4 and cleaning up, Giovanni Hernandez. In the 5 spot, Lucas Badalato. Batting 6, KJ Moon. At 7, it's Austin Ford. In the 8-hole, Jackson Harriger. And batting 9 and rounding out the Woodstock lineup is Casey Proctor. On defense for the Cannons, on the infield, it's Marsala at first and Martinez at 3rd. At shortstop, you've got the usual Shin Inouye, and at second base, it's a newcomer for the Cannons. First game in a Cannons uniform for Matthew Perez at second base. Colson Wood behind the plate. Obviously, Ryan Rushing, as I mentioned, on the mound. And in the outfield, left to right, you're looking at Seth Williams, Ethan Acevedo, and Merkel Turner. Logan Newcomb will be the designated hitter tonight. So, about to get underway here. Couple minutes behind the 7 p.m. schedule, but not too far, as Kamari Chisholm Jr. steps into the box to lead off for the River Bandits. Rushing. Here's the first pitch of the night. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's ball 1 at 7:06 p.m. here in Purcellville. 1-0 from Rushing on the way. Swung on, grounded second base, and Perez will fall, pick it up, and unable to make a throw as he slips a second time, trying to recover.
I'm going to say an error.
And it is going to go down as an E4 on the first play of the game here for the Cannons. I've been out of town for a week, but that was a unfortunate trend for this team in the couple games leading up to myself going out of town. Was errors here, specifically at Fireman's Field. They picked up, I believe it was 4 errors in their previous game that I attended, and 6 errors in the one before that. Those back on June 20th and June 17th as Rushing checks over at first. An error to start this one as they'll look to settle in. It's Kamari Chisholm Jr. on first. Connor Worth steps in. Here's the first pitch to him, and that is low for ball 1. As it stands here in Purcellville, 94 degrees, feels like 99. Windows closed in the press box today. We're not too eager to deal with the heat, but players got to. That one in there, strike 1. Count evens at 1-1 to Worth. The 1-1 on the way. That's up high. Moved to 2-1 now. Woodstock offense on the year, batting .253 as a team. Solid number, 402 OBP is what stands out. OPS 725 as it stands for the team. Chisholm's going to take off for second. It was a good jump throw from Wood, low, but on target. And in there, though, is Chisholm with a stolen base and a runner in scoring position to get things started here for Woodstock. The count moves to 3-1 to Worth at the plate. The 3-1 pitch from Rushing, and it's outside. Actually, looks like that was the third ball. I believe it's 3-1 now. Oh, full count now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big first out from Rushing. Chisholm in scoring position. You get the swinging strikeout on Worth, and there's one away here in the first. That'll bring in Abdriel Delgado, designated hitter for Woodstock this evening. Lefty-lefty matchup between him and Rushing. Breaker misses outside, and then it will start 1-0. Chisholm dancing around at second. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good pitch from Rushing in at 93. We're even at 1. First inning ever so important for momentum. We've seen numerous games this year, at least partially decided by a team's ability to put runs on the board early. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chisholm going to take off for third. Wood stands and throws. It's on target, but a little on the outside of the bag. And in there with his second stolen base of the night now is Chisholm. Showing off the speed for Woodstock, and now a runner 90 feet from the plate. With 1 out and a 2-1 count here. The top half of inning number 1. swing and a miss. Hefty hack from Delgado at the plate, but the count will even at 2-2. As Rushing runs it up to 94 to get the swing and miss. So a big 2-2 pitch, trying to get that second out. Here it is. On the inside edge and just a little too far. And it'll run full again. So back-to-back full counts now for Rushing out there on the mound. Closed off the last one with a K. He'd love to do that again here. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts for Rushing as he eliminates the sac fly or sac ground ball opportunity. And Woodstock now going to have to knock a hit in order to score this run, barring any mistakes between wild pitches or pass balls. So a good recovery so far from Rushing. He's got one more guy standing in his way, Giovanni Hernandez, the left fielder for Woodstock. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled off, right side. Oh, 1 count now to Hernandez. Here's Rushing. Pitch way outside. Wood able to pop up, make the grab. Chisholm's shown some electric speed so far. You got to think anything that gets past the catcher, he's going, and there's a pretty good chance he'll get there. Can pick up a slightly larger lead at third. You've got Martinez over there playing a little bit off the bag, the lefty on the mound. Here's the 1-1, and it's swung on and missed up high to make it 1-2. That's been the pitch for Rushing so far this evening. He's relied heavy on that high fastball. It's got good velocity sitting around 93, 94. And now one pitch away from potentially getting out of this first inning. Here's the 1-2. Popped up foul right side. And that'll head to the Little League field. As Hernandez stays alive in the box. Cannons carry a 2-game winning streak into this one. Just a half game up on the second place Winchester Royals. 14-9 record on the year. And another 1-2 to Hernandez. Lined out into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit, and Hernandez will drive in the first run of this game. He's going to dig for second. A little bit of trouble picking it up in the gap out there, and he's safe with ease. So with 2 out, 2-strike RBI double for Giovanni Hernandez. Puts the first run on the board, unearned, but a run nonetheless. First pitch now to the new batter, Lucas Badalatos, in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1, 2 outs now. That one going to find that same outside edge, and it's now 0-2. Badalato out of Gulf Coast State. Playing in right field tonight. Looking to put one in the outfield, tack on maybe a second run here in the first inning. It's 1-0 as it stands. Here's the 0-2 from Rushing. Breaker way upstairs, and it's 1-2 now. Wood able to hold the runner down there at second. Another 1-2. That one in the dirt, and it's now 2-2. So count evens up. It's Woodstock fighting to stay alive here in the first. Two-two pitch, 2 outs in the inning, and it's driven out into right center. This is going to be a tough play for both outfielders. It'll one-hop the wall off the Purcellville lead sign out there underneath the scoreboard, and it's back-to-back RBI doubles. Nearly back-picked at second was Badalato, but he's back safely, and it's 2-0 Woodstock here in the first inning. This is where that error can come back to haunt you. Strikeout of Delgado would have ended the frame if it weren't for the unfortunate error. But instead, a 2-0 start for Woodstock here on the road. That'll bring in KJ Moon, the first baseman tonight. That'll miss outside 1-0. And the pitching coach, Chris Clay, is going to come out and talk to Rushing. As he looks to keep this at just a 2-0 deficit. Cannon's offense certainly capable of putting up runs.
Cannons fans, anyone that would like to partner with the Cannons as a gate sponsor, foul ball sponsor, or team meal sponsor, please see one of our interns in a Cannons crew shirt and they'll direct you to the appropriate staff. Thank you for your support.
One-zero count to KJ Moon. Rushing kicks and fires. That one swung on and missed. Heater evens it up at 1-1. It's Lucas Badalato on second. 2 runs already in the frame on a pair of RBI doubles from the last 2 Woodstock batters. And here's a 1-1. Swung on and missed late on the fastball once again. And it's 1-2 now to Moon at the plate. If you're Rushing, wonder, do you try him again with more heat? He's had trouble catching up to it on these first 2 strikes, and it's 1-2. Big pitch or couple of pitches on the way. Ryan Rushing kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. So a trio of strikeouts for Ryan Rushing in the first, but the error allows Woodstock to stay alive and put 2 on the board. It's River Bandits 2, Cannons 0 as we head to the home half here in the first inning.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons Baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons Baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. 2-0 Woodstock lead. The River Bandits starter takes the mound for the first time tonight. It's Eli Hanna, the right-hander. He's pitched in 5 games this year. They've all been starts. 1-3 record to this point. 24 innings, a 6.38 ERA, and just 12 strikeouts. in those 24 innings. So more of a pitch to contact archetype here. It's a fluid delivery from the right side. His last appearance this season for Woodstock was a start in a 12-0 loss to Strasburg on June 25th. Through 4 innings, and that one allowed 6 runs. 4 of them were earned. He struck out 3 in that contest. Cannon's going to look to jump back or jump on the board early here after allowing 2 unearned runs.
For Virginia Commonwealth University, center field number 8, Ethan Acevedo.
Cannon's offense this season has been good. It's a 275 average for the Cannons this season. That is first in the Valley League, North and South. The on-base percentage, though, just 9th, so second to last. 389, and then the slugging is third in the Valley at 370. So an OPS sitting around 760. And here's the first pitch from Hannah, low for ball 1 to the leadoff man, Ethan Acevedo. Cannons lineup tonight. It's Acevedo leading off, Shin Inouye batting second, Thomas Marsala in the 3 spot, Seth Williams cleaning up, Merkel Turner in the 5 hole, Eric Martinez at 6. That one misses to make it 2-0. 7 spot is the designated hitter Logan Newcomb. In the 8, it's the new guy Matthew Perez, and batting 9 and rounding out the Cannons lineup, the catcher Colson Wood. 2-0 to Acevedo outside, and quickly 3-0 to the Cannons leadoff man. They would love to get on base. His threat to steal, and he's certainly a threat to run on any hit from Shin Inouye or Thomas Marsala as well. The 3-0 going to miss outside, and it's a quick 4-pitch walk to Ethan Acevedo. Get things started here in the home half of the first.
Now batting for your Cannons from Kansas State University, our shortstop, number 11. There's the smile, Shintaro Inouye.
That'll bring in Shin Inouye, shortstop out of Kansas State. That one going to miss, and it's 1-0. So 5 balls to open up the game from Hannah. He'll look to settle in, find the zone here. Shin Inouye, been a legend on this team. Played here 2 years ago. That one inside to make it 2-0. Was not here last summer, but he's been a real difference maker in this lineup this year. 343 average, 13 RBIs, 24 steals. And the 2-0 is in there. It's the first strike of the game for Eli Hannah on the bump. Shin Inouye leads the Valley in steals with the aforementioned 24, and a good take there as it runs low to make it 3-1. Hannah going to step off, reset a little as he looks to find the zone. And now a 3-1 to Inouye. That is outside, ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk to the 2-hitter. It's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning, 5-pitch walk to follow. And it's quickly first and second with nobody out for a very dangerous hitter in Thomas Marsala. Another returner. He was here last summer, a MVP candidate for the Cannons. Out of Northwestern State, 316 average on the year, 16 RBIs. He'd love to tack on another to that total here. First pitch to him low, and it's 1-0. Hannah really got to settle in here. That one going to miss as well. Now 2-0. And the catcher, Jackson Harriger, will head out and have a word with him, try and settle down his pitcher. It's a Woodstock team that the offense has been good enough. Their on-base percentage third in the Valley, but the pitching has been a struggle. 6.05 ERA for the team. 7th of the 10 teams in the Valley. Or whip, 4th at 1.77, but they've struggled in the ERA department. Opponents hitting .260 against them. That's second to last in the Valley. Looking to turn those tides tonight. 2-0 pitch. And that one is going to find the zone on the outside edge to make it 2-1. Hannah comes set on the bump. 2-1 pitch to Marsala. Here it is. Swung on, chopped right side, and fouled towards the Cannons dugout. Count even now at 2. It's a big at-bat for Hannah, looking for that first out. It's his first 2-strike count of the night. 3 batters in here. 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Picked up and tossed to short on to first. Marsala cannot beat it, and it's a big double play. 4-6-3. Proctor to Worth and over to Moon at first. 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Acevedo is able to move over to third.
Left fielder Seth Williams.
You eliminate the sacrifice potential. And a big 4-6-3 double play for the Woodstock River Bandits. That'll bring in Seth Williams. And that's grounded to second, picked up and thrown on to first by Proctor, and that'll do it for the first inning. So some trouble with the 2 walks to start the inning, but Eli Hanna gets out of it on the bump. Double play and a ground out to second. And it's no runs on the board in the home half of the first. Woodstock 2, Purcellville 0 as we head to the second inning here at Fireman's Field.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back in. 2-0 Woodstock lead through 1 inning. Cannons looking for a better second inning on the defensive side. Had the error in the first. But rushing, apart from a pair of extra base hits and the pair of unearned runs, struck out 3, all swinging. So some good signs for the rest of this contest if he can settle in or stay settled in and the defense can settle in behind him. Leading off here in the second inning for Woodstock, it's Austin Ford. He'll be followed by Jackson Harriger and Casey Proctor, 7, 8, 9 in the Woodstock order. Due up here in inning number 2. That's upstairs, and it's 1-0 to start Ford at the plate. One-0 pitch, and that checked at. Did he go? They won't go down. They will go down. He did go, and it's 1-1. One pitch upstairs. Now 2-1. Two-one pitch from Ryan Rushing. Kicks and fires, and it's fouled off behind the plate on the right side. Count evens at 2-2 as Rushing looking to pick up a quick first out here in the second inning. Two-two pitch, breaker outside, and a take from Ford at the plate. Woodstock been very good plate discipline-wise this season. They are third in the Valley League in walks with 155. They've also had a little bit of fortune. They crowd the plate a little bit. They're second in the Valley in hit by pitches. They've been hit 45 times this season. Here's the 3-2, and it's way outside and up high. And a leadoff walk to Austin Ford to start the second. He fights through a two-strike count to find his way on base.
Now batting, catcher number 19, Jackson Herriger.
We'll bring in Jackson Herriger, catcher for Woodstock. It's Austin Ford over there on first. As Herriger stands in and Rushing comes set. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off over top of the Cannons dugout, and it's 0-1. One on the way. Fouled off right side again. Back on top of the dugout. Strike number 2. Count moves to 0-2. It's Casey Proctor on deck. Top of the order will follow him. So an early advantage in this at-bat for Ryan Rushing, and he's going to look to close it out here or sometime in the next couple of pitches. You do not want to let this guy. I want to get that first out and give yourself a little bit of breathing room with that runner over there on first. Here's the 0-2. Breaker, chopped. This could be 2. Picked up Perez off his glove and into left center field. He's going to dig for third. Here's the throw from Perez. It's high, and he's safe over there at third. It's going to be another E4 on an unfortunate mishap that likely could have been a double play.
Second baseman, number 27, Bryant Green.
It was a tough hop to play, but one that's going to hurt. Runners on the corner, still nobody out in the inning. It's Casey Proctor, the lefty second baseman, stands in for Woodstock, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1, 1-0. Solid number of fans braving the heat here in Purcellville. A couple of Woodstock fans made the trek out here as well. Should start to cool off at least a little bit as the sun goes down. But a steamer nonetheless. 1-0 pitch, breaker misses inside, and it's 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way to Proctor. This is low, and it's now 3-0. One ball away from loading the bases here with nobody out in the inning. That one on the inside edge avoids the walk, and it's 3-1 now to Casey Proctor. Three-one pitch fouled off. Oh, laced over at the Woodstock dugout. Thankfully, threaded the needle between about 4 or 5 people at the end of the Woodstock dugout and hits the fence. Everybody all right, but that'll wake you up down the line. So now a full count to Proctor. Big pitch from Rushing. Comes set, kicks and fires, and it's swung on and I believe foul tipped. Haven't actually gotten an indication as the ump was checking on the catcher, Colson Wood. As that one went off his face mask. It is going to be a foul tip. So the count will stay full. Still 3-2 to Proctor. Ford on third. It's Harriger on first. Cannon's looking for the first out of the frame. Here's another full count pitch. Breaker grounded to second. Won't be two. We'll go to first for the first out, and a run will score as Austin Ford crosses the plate to make it 3-0 Woodstock on the RBI ground out from Casey Proctor. Jackson Harriger moves over to second, but one out now in the inning. In comes Kamari Chisholm Jr., the leadoff man for the River Bandits. Reached on an error back in the first, stole 2 bases, and came around to score on the RBI double from Giovanni Hernandez. Breaker, or heater, actually misses up high. Like little cutter action from Rushing. One-0 pitch, here it is. Breaker upstairs. Another great snare from Colson Wood. But the count moves to 2-0 to Chisholm. Connor Worth on deck, Delgado in the hole. It's Rushing looking for the ever-important second out in this inning. But a 2-0 count. Here's the third pitch, and it's right down Broadway for strike one. Settles in nicely with 92 there.
Yes, you did. What you need?
2-1 swung on and missed, and now quickly 2-2 after the 2-0 start. Late on the heat there was Chisholm. So good recovery after the 2 balls to start this at bat. And Ryan Rushing looking to work his way out. Two-two chopped. This could be a tough play with Chisholm's speed. There won't be a throw at any base. And it's a successful swinging bunt for Kamari Chisholm, a base hit. And it's runners on the corners once more, now with 1 out, still in the inning. So the infield single moves the runner over to third. And now 51 pitches here with 1 out in the second inning for Ryan Rushing. There is an arm getting loose in the Purcellville bullpen. As Connor Wirth, the shortstop, steps in for the second time tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout last inning. Chisholm looking like he might go. They'll check on him. And he's back with no contest. He's certainly a threat to steal. Obviously stole 2 bases back in the first. The question is it even worth throwing down? Got the runner on third who would likely take quite the lead and take off if you throw down to second, so almost have to let him have it if he wants to go, and he will go. That's going to be skied out into right field. Back on it is the right fielder, Turner. He'll make the catch, throw in, but it's a sac fly for Connor Wirth, and the second run of the inning here for Woodstock. They now lead at 4-0 in the second.
Now batting number 9, Adriel Delgado.
Abdriel Delgado struck out swinging his first time up. Chisholm still on first. Lefty now with 2 outs in the inning. First pitch on the way. Breaker in there for strike 1 called. There's the 0-1. That one upstairs. Count evens at 1-1. Connor Wirth, the shortstop out of Virginia Beach College. Virginia Beach University, excuse me. Breaker, throw down to second, hits Rushing in the back of the leg. And the unfortunate part is it's likely a fortunate collision with Rushing, as that one was offline and may have been heading into center field otherwise. Chisholm certainly had the speed to get to third if it did, and maybe even all the way to the plate. It'll be the manager, Brett Fuller, coming out to talk with Rushing this time, as Chisholm steals his third base of the night. This mound visit likely more of a check after he just got drilled with that throw. It is 1-2 to Delgado at the plate. As Colson Wood will head back to his catcher's position. And not the start that the Cannons were hoping for, but you just got to get out of this inning now. It's 4-0 Woodstock. 2 gone and a 1-2 count to Abdriel Delgado, the designated hitter. Delgado actually out of Jacksonville University, excuse me. Paper was matching the website, but could be transfer situation. But regardless, now Jacksonville University is actually sporting, looks like the JU batting helmet as well. It's a stolen base. Over to third goes Chisholm. That was ball 2. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one nearly got a piece of his elbow. It did get a piece of his elbow. Didn't get a signal from the umpire. and a 2-2 count. Had to have been a hit by pitch, obviously, so. You've got runners on the corners. Still 2 outs in the inning. That brings in Giovanni Hernandez. And the first pitch to him, lined on the ground to short, picked up by Inouye, throw to second, and they'll get the third out. So Woodstock leaves one on as Chisholm unable to come around from third, but they put 2 more on the board in the second inning. The visiting River Bandits lead this one 4-0 as we head to the home half here in inning number 2.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome back into Purcellville. Cannons offense now going to really have to look to respond as they trail this one 4-0. 5, 6, 7 in the order due up. It's Markel Turner, Eric Martinez, and Logan Newcomb. Trying to get their team on the board here in inning number 2.
Leading off here, Cannons in the bottom of the second inning. Right fielder number 9, Keith Turner.
There's Markel Keith Turner. First pitch to him from Hannah is in there for strike 1. 0-1 start to the bottom of the second. Turner out of Long Beach State University. Here's the 0-1, way outside. Outside of the left batter's box, and just hooked that one. But not the worst time to have one of those pitches with nobody on. So count moves to 1-1. Turner batting .250 on the year as he chops that one foul behind him on the left side. 3 RBIs, 6 runs, and 2 steals on the year. Still looking for first homer. He's got a 300 OBP. OPS at 657. 8 games played for Purcellville so far. That one hard to the left side and through the 5-6 hole for a leadoff base hit. So Markel Turner gets the line moving here in the second.
Now batting.
And he'll be on first with nobody out for Eric Martinez, the third baseman tonight.
Your third baseman, number 5, Eric
Out of North Central Texas College, Eric Martinez. Another returner for the Cannons. Plenty of those on this team. He was on the squad, joined the squad, I believe, halfway through last season. He's played 16 games now this year, been a staple in the lineup. The Cannons have only played 23, so he's played 16 of those 23 games. .250 average, 5 RBIs, 8 runs. That one misses for ball 1. That one outside as well, now 2-0. Quickly ahead in the count is Eric Martinez. Eli Hanna was able to settle in after 2 walks to start last inning. He'll have to settle in start this inning as well after the leadoff base hit. Here's the 2-0. Turner fakes going for second. They'll try and back pick him, and that nearly got all the way into right field. But a good snare from the first baseman, KJ Moon. And the count moves to 3-0 now to Martinez at the plate. It's Logan Newcomb on deck. And here's the 3-0. It's taken the whole way. That one does find the zone to make it 3-1. Check over on Turner. He's back in there safely. It's still 3-1 to Martinez. Nobody out. Cannon's in need of some runs. Start clawing back into this one. That one into right field could be trouble, and it's going to get down for a bloop single. Got there into that shallow right field, over there down by the foul line, and drops in for a base hit. So back-to-back singles to start this second inning. And now Logan Newcomb, a dangerous hitter at the plate for Purcellville, with 2 runners on and nobody out. Newcomb, the high schooler, South Carolina State Player of the Year this past spring. He's hit a home run this year, batting .227. He's got power in that bat. That one laced down the third base line, and it's going to get under the glove and into left field. Rounding third, digging for the plate is Turner. He'll be safe. Throw down to second, and Logan Newcomb caught in a pickle here. We'll see what the result is. He's digging back to first. Cannon's thinking they're not going to send the runner from third. Newcomb tagged out, trying to get back to first, but it's an RBI base hit nonetheless, and the Cannons on the board here.
Now batting from Florida A&M University, your second baseman, number 27.
He's going to, likely thinking that throw from left field was going to go into third or home. Went to second. They caught him dead to rights there in between the bags, but still a productive base hit. Just thrown out trying to advance. And an RBI for Logan Newcomb makes it 4-1 Woodstock here in the second. That'll bring in Matthew Perez, first at bat for the Cannons this year. Takes a breaker on the outside edge for strike one. Perez out of Florida A&M University. Swung on and missed. Breaker got him chasing to make it 0-2. Perez this past season for Florida A&M, looks like didn't play 2025, couple games, batted .167. That one outside to make it 1-2. .511, 185, Orlando, Florida is where he hails from, sophomore this past season. 1-2 count to Perez, runner on third with one out. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, and a big strikeout from Eli Hanna, his first of the night. And 2 outs.
Now batting from the University of Texas at Tyler, your catcher, number 7, Colson Wood.
Eric Martinez still stands over there on third base. Here comes Colson Wood, the 9-hitter for the Cannons. Catcher this evening. Looking to come through with a base hit, try and cut this deficit down to 2. First pitch to him, a breaker in there for strike one. Lots of breakers to Perez, and another breaking pitch to start Colson Wood. It looks like that's what Hanna has been feeling most comfortable with so far tonight. Here's the 0-1. Outside to make it 1-1. Colson Wood out of the University of Texas, Tyler. .200 average on the year, 1 RBI, 3 runs scored. Fouled off behind the plate. It'll move to 1-2. Healthy hack from Wood, but just over top of it. He's played in 7 games this season. 20 at-bats. Here's the 1-2 from Hannah. Swung on, chopped left side, and it's through the infield for a base hit. Colson Wood picks up his 2nd RBI of the year on a base hit to left field. Eric Martinez comes in to score, and it's 4-2 now, Woodstock, as the Cannons put a 2nd on the board here in inning number 2.
Your center fielder, number 8, Ethan Acevedo.
4th base hit of the inning for the Cannons. 2nd one that just broke through that 5-6 hole over there on the left side of the infield. Well placed, well hit ground balls, and it's 4-2 now as Ethan Acevedo stands in and takes strike 1. Acevedo walked in his first at bat, made it to 3rd, but was not able to come in to score. Out of VCU, the 0-1 checked and fouled off to make it 0-2. Acevedo in 13 games this season, batting a blistering .375. 13 runs and 9 RBIs. Does have 1 home run to his name. Was here at Fireman's Field. He's also walked 11 times in those 13 games, struck out just 7. But it's 0-2 here. Fouled off left side and on top of the Woodstock dugout. Will stay alive. Taking off for 2nd is Wood. It's popped up into right center field. Moving over to it is Chisholm. He'll make the grab. And it's out number 3 here in the bottom of the 2nd. But the Cannons cut the deficit in half. It was 4-0 coming into the frame. Now 4-2 as we head to inning number 3 here at Fireman's Field. We'll see you there.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Fireman's Field here in Purcellville, Virginia. 4-2 game. Woodstock leads by 2 runs. New pitcher into the game to start this 3rd inning for Purcellville. It's Walker Clout, a right-handed reliever, 6'1", 210 out of Messiah University. Been a consistent arm for the Cannons out of the pen this year. ERA does not tell the full story, but he's pitched in 9.2 innings, 9 games total. He does have a save ERA sits at 7.45, but with just 9 innings in the season can be swung pretty heavily by just 1 or 2 appearances. Last outing, threw an inning against Winchester, 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned. He struck out 2. He'll replace Ryan Rushing after just 2 innings. First pitch from Clout. Misses inside for ball 1 to Lucas Badalato, right fielder. KJ Moon on deck, Austin Ford in the hole. Second pitch driven out into left center. Acevedo's going to have to hustle back on this one. It will one-hop the wall out there in the deepest part of the park, or nearly the deepest part of the park. Get it in quickly, but it's a leadoff double from Lucas Badalato here in the 3rd.
Now batting, first baseman number 28, KJ Moon.
Not the start Clout was hoping for, but have to settle in and recover here. Bring in KJ Moon, the first baseman. He struck out swinging back in the 1st. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, make it 0-1. A 1 pitch to Moon outside. Count even now at 1-1. Nobody out in the inning and a man on second for Woodstock. They lead it 4-2. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. Hard hit ground ball into right field for a base hit. Turner's going to have to run back on it. Moon thought about second, but he'll stop. It's an RBI base hit. As Badalato comes in to score. And a pair of hits and a run for Woodstock here to start the 3rd inning. They're now up 5-2 as the lead grows back to 3. That one just laced the other way from KJ Moon. No play to be made over at second. And it's 5-2 as Austin Ford steps in, shows bunt. And it's going to be a foul ball. Painful foul ball for Austin Ford as it gets him in the hand. But did not pull back. So an 0-1 count, we'll see if he shows bunt again. I can't imagine he wants to while feeling it in his hand. He will turn and show. Third baseman comes in, he pulls it back, and it's on the outside edge for strike 2. So definitely won't show bunt this time. 0-2 count now to Austin Ford. Still nobody out. KJ Moon on first and a run in the inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Walker Clout. On the way. Just outside, and it moves to 1-2. That one, third base, fantastic play from Martinez. But the throw to try and backpick Moon's going to get away. He'll get into second, but a heck of a diving grab over at third. Brings in Jackson Harriger. Austin Ford just hit a missile down that third base line. Martinez lays out. Makes the play, but the throw over to first gets away. So he unfortunately does pick up an error there, but big first out here in this inning. That one chopped ground ball to second, picked up by Perez, thrown on to first for out number 2. KJ Moon will move over to third, but now 2 outs in the frame. As the 9-hitter Casey Proctor stands in for Woodstock. First pitch outside, and it's 1-0. Excuse me, yeah, correction. This is a pinch hitter, Bryant Green now. As he fouls it back to make the count 1-1. So Proctor done after just one AB. As they move to the lefty here in the top half of the third. 1-1 pitch to him, fouled off behind the plate. Bryant Green, a 137 hitter on the year. That one fouled towards the Cannons dugout. He'll stay alive here at 1-2. 2 outs in the inning. KJ Moon stands alone on the bases. He's over at third. 1 run in here in the top of the third. So Woodstock has put at least 1 run on the board in each of these first 3 innings. It's 5-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. Walker Clout allows the 1 run on the 2 hits. But that's all. Strands the runner on third, and it's 5-2 River Bandits as we head to the home half here in the third inning.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. Eli Hanna remains on the mound for the River Bandits. Bryant Green now in at second base. He replaced Casey Proctor at the plate there in the top of the third, and he'll take his spot at second base as well. So Hanna allowed 2 runs through the first 2 innings. There's 4 hits in the bottom of the second for Purcellville. It'll be Shin Inouye, Thomas Marsala, and Seth Williams due up here in the third. It's 2, 3, 4 in the Cannons order.
Leading off here, Cannons at the bottom of the third inning. Shortstop, number 11, Shintaro Inouye.
So Shintaro Inouye walked in his first at bat. So 5 pitches back in the first. Here's the first pitch from Hanna in the third. Breaker upstairs, and it's 1-0 to Shin Inouye. Woodstock leads this game 5-2. That one nearly gets a piece of in a way, but gets out of the way, and it's just ball 2. 2-0 count now. The 2-0 pitch from Hannah. Swung on, laced up the middle for a base hit. Shin Inouye will pick up the Cannons' 5th hit of the ball game as he laces one right up the middle and just past the glove of Eli Hannah.
Stepping in for the Cannons from Northwestern State University, first baseman number 31, Thomas Marsala.
So a leadoff single back in the second for the Cannons. Now a leadoff single here in the third. It'll bring in Thomas Marsala. Grounded into a double play his last time up. Taken off for second is Inouye, and he is out. They're going to say he got him on the helmet. Ridge Fuller can't believe it over at third. Shin Inouye can't believe it either. It looked like it missed. But obviously no review here in the Valley. Shin Inouye is out. Manager Brett Fuller, first base coach Kobe White gonna have a word. The umpire. Now Woodstock's manager, or head coach Aaron Ford, looks like out of the dugout for them. I can't imagine they'd change a call, but he certainly looked like he got under it from up here. And Shin Inouye is out trying to steal second, so the league leader in steals thrown out trying to advance, and there's one away here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on now for Marsala in a 1-0 count. Inouye is going to take his time getting off the field here. So now a bases empty spot for Marsala with one away. Here's the 1-0 way outside, and it's 2-0. If he did truly get him on the helmet, it was a heck of a tag from receiver over at second base. It was either Worth or I believe it was Worth over there at short. That one skips in the dirt. Big hop, and it's ball 3. So 3-0 count to Marsala as Cannons look to put another guy on. That one driven out into right center, and the ball does not, the ball does not lie. It looked like I could see it land, but just drops off the scoreboard in right center. It's a round tripper for Thomas Marsala.
Thomas Marsala will get himself a Cannons burger meal from Coach's Corner for that.
And a solo home run to bring the Cannons back within 2. It's not often that sea balls land over there, but landed so close to the fence, just underneath the scoreboard. I thought it was in play for a second, but indeed it is not. It's a solo shot for Thomas Marsala. First homer of the game for either side. And it's Woodstock 5, Purcellville 3 here in the third. Makes that potentially wrong call over there at second hurt a little worse. This would be a 5-4 ball game had Inouye been safe. That one outside to make it 1-0. But yeah, it just looked like 3-0 pitch to Marsala. Eli Hannah on the mound, likely thinking Marsala was taking the whole way. He was not. He sat right on that pitch down the middle and just crushed it. Cut the deficit back to 2. That one's in there for a strike. It's 1-1 now to Seth Williams at the plate. That skips in the dirt to make it 2-1. Two-one pitch swung on and fouled off. So Williams gets a piece of it, but it's strike number 2, and we're even at 2. So nobody on, 1 run in on the Marsala homer. 2-2 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Chopped to the left side, picked up by the third baseman, thrown on to first, and Williams has got some speed, but the throw is in time. Good play from Austin Ford charging in, firing it over.
Now batting from Long Beach State University.
And it's out number 2 here in the 3rd. That'll bring in Merkel Turner, base hit to lead off last inning. He'd love to keep the line potentially moving here with 2 outs in the 3rd. First pitch to him, hard hit left side, picked up by Ford, thrown on to first, and a couple of good plays from the third baseman, Austin Ford, will round out this bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Cannons get 1 on 2 hits. Thomas Marsala leaves the yard, a big fly to make it Woodstock 5, Purcellville 3, as we're through a 3rd of this one here at Fireman's Field. See you back in the 4th.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. Walker Clout still on the mound. Final line for Ryan Rushing. 2 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned. He hit a batter and walked 1 as well.
Watermark Foods, Whitmire Farms, Western Loudon Chiropractic, and Woofy's Mobile Pet Grooming.
Rushing finishes those 2 innings with 3 Ks, all of them coming in the 1st inning. Walker Clout back out for his 2nd inning of work here in relief. Gave up the 1 run last frame.
Now batting number 3, Kamari Chisholm Jr.
It'll be the top of the order due up here in inning number 4. Kamari Chisholm Jr. Takes the first pitch. And that one in there as well. The first pitch strike as well. Here's the 0-2. Just misses inside. Count moves now to 1-2 to Chisholm at the plate.
Whoa.
1-2 pitch from Walker Clout. Just misses, and it's now 2-2. We're even to Chisholm at the dish. Two pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. Clout's got his first K of the contest, and there's one, or second K of the contest, and there's one out here in the fourth. So the Cannons, for the first time this game, get the leadoff man out. As to this point, the leadoff man had reached and come around to score in all 3 innings. There's an error, a walk, and a hit. This time a strikeout, and there's one away as that one misses 1-0. To Connor Worth, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out back in the first, does have an RBI on a sac fly in the second. That one lifted out into center, and a seeing eye single for Connor Worth. So 1 out base knock, 6th hit of the game for Woodstock. They've got a man on with 1 away in the top half of the fourth.
Now batting number 9, Abriel Delgado.
And we'll bring in Abriel Delgado. Designated hitter 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out and he was hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's outside for ball 1. So they count 1-0. One-0 pitch from Clout, outside as well. Delgado will start this AB ahead 2-0. That one misses as well, and now 3-0 to Delgado with 1 out and a man on first. It's Giovanni Hernandez on deck, Lucas Bottolato in the hole. Each of those players has at least 1 double today. Bottolato's got 2. Throw down to second. It was ball 4. Runner didn't go, but he will now. As Worth will take his spot on second. Delgado will take the jog down to first. It's a 4-pitch walk. There's 2 on with 1 out for Giovanni Hernandez, who, as I mentioned, 1 for 2 today. He's got the double back in the first. An RBI and a run scored. Grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice back in the second. So looking to do some more damage here. Another RBI spot for him with a man on second and 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Breaker low, and it's 1-0. One-0 pitch outside, snared by Wood to hold the runners where they are. Two-0 count. Clout looking to roll a ground ball here. Hernandez looking to lift one. 2-0 pitch on the way. Breaker in there, and it's strike 1. So the count now 2-1 to Hernandez. One pitch to Giovanni Hernandez. 1 out, first and second. That one on that outside edge, and we're even at 2-2 after a pair of good pitches from Walker Clout. Looking for a very important second out here with 2 runners on. Chopped second base, could be a tough play. Perez ranges over, can't pick it up. And it's going to go down as the 3rd error of the night on Matthew Perez.
No, that's not Perez. That's not
or a new second baseman actually in the game. Noah Hollis. So it's the third error at second base tonight. First for Noah Hollis, who presumably took over at second base this inning as a result of the errors. Bases loaded, 1 out, as pitching coach Chris Glay is going to come out and talk to Walker Clout. Colson Wood and Eric Martinez also in there on the conversation. Looks like they're talking with the home plate umpire about something. Clout will get set once again on the mound. First pitch in there for a strike to Lucas Bottolato. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles tonight. That one popped up foul behind the dish, and it's quickly 0-2. So a big spot here in an 0-2 count. 1 out, and the base is loaded, as the Cannons looking to keep this game under control. It's 5-3 as it stands. One swing of the bat could make this get substantially worse in the blink of an eye. Here's the 0-2 from Clout. Fouled off. Good pitch. A good piece of hitting to get a piece of it for Bottolato. Worth on third, Delgado on second, Hernandez on first. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Low, no chase, and it's 1-2. Clout deals, driven out left field. Is it fair? It is, and it's going to roll all the way to the corner. Picked up by the left fielder Williams and thrown in. But 2 runs are going to come in to score on the third double of the game for Lucas Bottolato. His third RBI as well. Second and third, I should say. Just like that, it's 7-3 Woodstock here in the fourth. And they've once again continued their streak. They've scored in all 4 innings so far tonight. And that is going to do it for Walker Clout on the mound. So new pitcher coming in for the Cannons. We'll tell you all about him when we get back. It's Woodstock 7, Purcellville 3, 1 out in the top of the fourth.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons Baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons Baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. The new pitcher on the mound for the Cannons with 1 out in the inning is Matt Bobson.
34, Matt Bobson.
Bobson on the year. The 6'2", 220-pound right-hander has pitched in 8 games. He's got a 1-0 record, 8.2 innings in relief, 6.23 ERA, and 13 strikeouts in those 8.2 innings. Look to come in and clean this up and get out of it. He's not in an easy position. 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. With 6, 7, and 8 due up for Woodstock, starting with KJ Moon, who knocked an RBI single just last inning.
Now batting for the River Bandits, number 28, KJ Moon.
So in steps Moon. Hernandez on third, Bottolato on second, as Matt Bobson gets set to deal his first pitch of this contest. 1 out in the top of the 4th, 2 runs already in the frame. Woodstock leads at 7-3 over the hometown Cannons. First pitch from Bobson breaks in there for strike 1. If you're Bobson, nothing you can do about the 2 runs already in, and nothing you can do about the 2 runners on base other than try and keep them away from the plate. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2 to KJ Moon at the dish. Walker Clout line not complete yet, as he is responsible for the 2 runners on base. Technically, he's actually only responsible for one of them, as Hernandez reached on an error. But 1.1 innings of work for him. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. And how about that for a start to this relief outing from Matt Bobson? Comes in, gets a 3-pitch strikeout, and there's 2 gone in the inning for Austin Ford. So big K with 2 runners in scoring position. And now just 1 out away from trying to get out of this inning. Here's the first pitch, fouled off right side, and it's 0-1. A 1-pitch breaker in there on the outside edge, and it's 0-2, so another 0-2 count. This time to Austin Ford, and looking to get out of this inning is Matt Bobson. Got to deliver on one more pitch, though. We'll see what he goes with here, 0-2. Bobson set on the hill. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off high and well out of play over the bleachers on the right side. So Ford will stay alive at 0-2. He's 0 for 1 so far tonight. Walked and came around to score back in the 2nd. Hit a rocket of a line drive to third last inning that Martinez was able to snare. And another 0-2 to Ford is on the way. Bobson fires. Swung on and missed, and a massive outing in relief from Matt Bobson in the 4th inning. It's 2 batters, 2 swinging strikeouts. He did not throw a ball. And it remains 7-3 as he leaves 2 runners on 2nd and 3rd. So Woodstock 7, Purcellville 3. The offense going to have to keep digging deep. They're going to have to fight back in the bottom of the 4th when we come back.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons Baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. 7-3 lead for the visiting Woodstock River Bandits. Eli Hanna back out for his 4th inning of work. He's allowed 3 runs, obviously, to this point. 6 hits against him, but he's pitched more than well enough to keep his team in front with the offense, putting 7 on the board.
He was too hot. He wanted to be up here in the air conditioning.
And so Cannon's offense going to have to try and pick up the pitching here in the 4th and cut this deficit down at least a little from the 4 runs that it currently sits at.
Your third baseman for Central Texas College, number 5.
So looks like in between innings, Purcellville Cannons manager Brett Fuller was ejected from the game. So he has left the field, and we're underway in the bottom of the 4th. It's the Cannons now without their manager. It's ball 1 to the leadoff man, Eric Martinez. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but at some point in between innings, Brett Fuller was tossed. And here's the 1-0. High in the air, left center field. Moving over to it is Chisholm. He will call for it and make the catch out in left center. So 2 pitches and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th as it's a fly out to center for Eric Martinez. That'll bring in Logan Newcomb with 1 away.
Coastal Carolina University, DH number 10, Logan Newcomb.
Newcomb 1 for 1 with an RBI base hit. He was caught in a pickle that last time up. Third base line again, this time a diving stop, throw over to first. And it's a good play from the first baseman, Moon, to range over and keep that thing in front. But, man, a heck of an effort from the third baseman, Ford. He's had a good game today and another great stop.
State University, your second baseman, number 12, Noah.
Able to hold Newcomb to a base hit on what could have been a double if he let that get through. So a 1-out base hit for Logan Newcomb brings in the new second baseman who entered defensively actually in the top of the 3rd. I just missed it up here in the booth, but Noah Hollis now in the game for Purcellville. I'll check over at first base on Logan Newcomb, but he's back safely. So it's Hollis at the plate. It's his first at-bat of the contest. That one high in the sky, shallow left center field. This time the left fielder, Hernandez, is going to come in and make the catch for out number 2. So now 2 gone, and Newcomb still over there on first, but Colson Wood coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. Had an RBI base hit back in the 2nd. They'll look to keep the line moving here in the 4th as the Cannons trail by 4. First pitch misses outside, make it 1-0 to Colson Wood at the plate. Both teams with 7 hits so far tonight. Taking off for second. Throw down, and he is going to be out. A heck of a throw from Harriger behind the plate. And gunned down at second is Logan Newcomb for out number 3. So Cannons don't get any back here in the 4th, and it's Woodstock 7, Purcellville 3 as we head to inning number 5 here at Fireman's Field.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville, 7-3 ball game as we get set here in the top of the 5th. Matt Bobson still on the hill for the Cannons. Came in relief with 1 out last inning and struck out both batters he faced. He threw 7 pitches, did not throw a ball. So good start to his outing so far. He'll look to continue that here with a clean slate in the 5th. This Purcellville going to need to try and hold Woodstock off the board if they want to fight their way back into this thing. Due up for Woodstock is 8-9-1 in the order. Jackson Harriger, Bryant Green, and Kamari Chisholm Jr. Harriger on the day, 0 for 2, reached on an error and came around to score in the 2nd. Grounded out to second in the 3rd. That one popped up foul right side. It'll go out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. So Bobson trying to pick up where he left off last inning. And here's the 0-2 on the way. Popped up foul and out of play on the right side. Count remains 0-2 to Jackson Harriger at the plate. Bobson set. And here's another 0-2. Breaker, that thing had a lot of movement on it, but able to sit back and get a piece of it is Harriger. He'll stay alive once again. See if Bobson goes back to the breaker, if he turns to the fastball here with 2 strikes on him. Here's another 0-2. That one, heat 89 on the outside. And count moves to 1-2. It's just the first ball that Matt Bobson's thrown all night. So we'll look to get back in the zone here in a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Harriger. Breaker popped up once again, foul on the right side and out of play. Jackson Harriger not going down without a fight here in the 5th. Certainly making Bobson work for anything he may get here. fouls off another one. So Harriger now 4 foul balls, I believe, in this at bat. Maybe 5, and it remains 1-2. One-two pitch again. Breaker. That one just misses by a hair. And it's 2-2. Count even now to Harriger at the plate. It's a long at bat. Another 2-2 lined up the middle. Over and making the play is Noah Hollis, the second baseman. So a line out from Harriger after a heck of an at-bat, and there's one out at last here in the top of the 5th. Bring in Bryant Green. Took over in the top of the 3rd as a pinch hitter for Casey Proctor, the second baseman. Green also now playing second. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat of the night back in the 3rd. Here's the first pitch from Bobson to him. That one chopped to short. One hop picked up by Inouye. Throw on to first, and it's on the money for out number 2. So 1 pitch, 1 out to Bryant Green. And now 2 outs in the top of the 5th with nobody on for the leadoff man, Kamari Chisholm Jr. He has been a hassle for the Cannons tonight. Reached on an error in the first, stole 2 bases, and came around to score. Reached on a base hit in the infield back in the 2nd, stole 2 bases, and Cannons that time able to strand him on 3rd. He struck out swinging, though, in his last at-bat in the 4th. So Bobson looking for a clean 5th inning. Chisholm stands in the way of that, and it's ball 1 up high. Make it 1-0. That one misses low. Count moves now to 2-0. Chisholm Jr. adding the count. 2-0, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Breaker outside. Quickly now 3-0 to Chisholm. Connor Worth, the shortstop, is on deck. Here's the 3-0 on the way. Down the middle for strike 1. Now 3-1 to Chisholm. The year coming into tonight, Chisholm may be a slightly newer addition to this Woodstock team, as don't see him anywhere on the stolen base leaderboard, which with 4 tonight, I would assume he's taken off quite a bit. And he'll have a chance to take off again here. It's another base hit for Kamari Chisholm. His 2nd of the night, and there's a man on with 2 outs for Connor Worth.
Now batting number 7, Connor Worth.
Yeah, Chisholm played in just 10 games this year. He's already got 9 steals, now 13, including his 4 so far tonight. So he is moving towards the leaderboard for stolen bases. And they'll check over on him. He's back safely. His 13 now moves him into a tie for 7th. And he's going to take off for 2nd here. No throw. But he's not going to get a steal for that one as the wild pitch skips in the dirt. But on 2nd nonetheless. Now Connor Worth heading the count. 1-0. 2 gone in the inning. Chisholm on 2nd. 1-0 pitch to Worth on the way. That one outside. Count will move to 2-0. Little update around the Valley. Winchester, who is currently half a game back of the Cannons for first place in the North, leads Culpeper 1-0 in the top of the 7th. Chisholm dancing around at second. Here's the 2-0. High in the sky, right side, and out of play. Count now 2-1 to Connor Worth. Front Royal trails Harrisonburg 5-1 in the 4th. Strasburg trailing Newmarket 2-0 in the 4th. This one obviously 7-3 in favor of Woodstock as it stands, and Stanton had 4-2 on Waynesboro in the top of the 3rd. Covington had 3-0 on the road at Charlottesville. That one in the 3rd inning as well. Here's a 2-1. Low and in, and the count moves to 3-1 to Worth. On deck behind him is Abdiel Delgado. Bobson got to look to find something in the zone here. He'll turn around, check at second base. No throw, but comes set on the mound once again. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And the count will run full to Connor Worth here with 2 outs. Chisholm on second. 3-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Woodstock leads this game 7-3. Matt Bobson on the hill. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Breaker upstairs. Wood able to control it, but Connor Worth will take first base on the first walk of the night for Matt Bobson.
Now batting number 9, Abdiel Delgado.
And it's first and second now with 2 outs for Abdiel Delgado. Check back at first, and they're going to get him. Connor Worth just caught out there in no man's land, and throw down to first from Colson Wood picks him off. That's the 3rd out of the inning as Delgado will have to come back up in the 6th. So the first shutout inning of the night for Cannons pitching comes in the top of the 5th as they hold the score. Purcellville 3, Woodstock 7. See you in the home half.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Back here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Eli Hanna back out for his 5th inning of work. He's allowed just 3 runs to this point, and a pretty effective night for him. He'll get 9 1-2 in the Purcellville order. Colson Wood was at the plate when Logan Newcomb was thrown out, stealing second last inning. So he'll come back to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. Cannons trail by 4. They need some offense to get going here. They're looking to fight their way back into this one.
Leading off here, Cannons at the bottom of the 5th. Catcher number 7, Colson Wood.
So Eli Hannah comes set on the bump. His 5th inning of work is underway. First pitch popped up high in the sky on the infield. Back out into shallow left field is the shortstop Worth to make the grab for out number 1. So pop out to short, gets things going here in the 5th. In the top of the order back to the plate for Purcellville. Ethan Acevedo, 3rd time up today, walked in the 1st, flew out to center back in the 2nd. Looking to get something going for this offense against Eli Hannah, who's been cruising tonight, still under 60 pitches, just 54 as it stands.
Reminder fans, concessions are available in the press box breezeway. Visit the adult beverage tent for beer, wine, and cocktails with local cocktail.
Been very effective in his strategy, pitching to contact today. Just 1 strikeout for him, but he's been able to keep the pitch count low. He's been efficient and effective, and his offense has been more than good enough to make up for the 3 runs that he has allowed. First pitch to Acevedo, in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 out. Second one, same spot. It's 0-2. On deck is Shin Inoue. Marsala in the hole if we get there. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Eli Hannah out on the mound. Driven out left field on a line. Back is the left fielder and making the grab. Ranging back in to deep left field is Hernandez for out number 2. So he was playing a little shallow, but able to retreat back and make the catch nonetheless. For out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings in Shin Inoue. He's 1 for 2 tonight, or 1 for 1 tonight. Base hit and a walk. And that one's going to hit him. Or actually, correction. Just missed. For ball 1, is he actually able to get out of the way of it? Looked like he got a piece of him, but not quite. So 1-0 count to Inoue, 2 gone in the inning, nobody on. Anna deals, that's in the dirt, and it's 2-0.
Cannons fans, please be on the lookout for a missing pink e-bike. If seen or found, please return to the main entrance.
Two 2-0 count, Shin Inoue at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one misses as well. Make it 3-0. So Marsala on deck. Now with a 3-0 count to Shin at the plate. Outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Shin Inoue here with 2 outs. Cannon's able to keep the line moving, at least for one more batter. And it's a dangerous batter in that. Thomas Marsala, 1 for 2 tonight, hit a solo home run over the wall in right center. smacked off the scoreboard back in the third inning. It's the last run that the Cannons have put on the board to this point. Eli Hanna has been cruising since that home run. He's allowed just one hit and has walked one batter since Marsala took him deep in the third. First pitch in there for strike one, and it's 0-1. So Shin Inoue on first. Be interesting to see if they get him in motion. He was supposedly tagged, trying to steal second back in the third. And he will take off. Chopper to second base, picked up and thrown on to first by Green. And that will end the fifth inning here at Fireman's Field. Another scoreless frame for Eli Hanna. He's through 5, and it's 7-3 Woodstock as we head to inning number 6.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Fireman's Field here in Purcellville, Virginia. Woodstock 7-3 lead over Purcellville as we get set to get underway here in the 6th. It's a new pitcher on the mound for the Cannons. Matt Bobson relieved after 1.2 innings of shutout pitching. He will be replaced by the right-hander, 6'2", 280-pound freshman Easton Embry. Embry out of Florence Darlington Technical College has appeared in 6 games this season, all in relief. He's thrown 11.1 innings to this point. 2-0 record to his name. Sporting a 1.59 whip and a 4.76 ERA. Opponents hitting .306 against him, but he's been effective for the large part, keeping runs off of the board. 3 walks to 10 strikeouts, a ratio that you'll take any day of the week. And he'll come in looking to keep this game at a 4-run deficit for as long as he's on the hill. In his way of doing so, 3-4-5 in the Woodstock order. Abdriel Delgado, who was at the plate when Connor Worth got picked off to end the 5th. Giovanni Hernandez and Lucas Badalato will follow. After gets his warm-up in, it's Abdriel Delgado now stepping into the box. Get this 6th inning underway. First pitch from Embry misses outside, and it's 1-0 to Delgado. Final line for Matt Bobson. 1.2 innings, just 1 hit against him. No runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. That one finds the zone to even the count at 1-1. That one lined out into right. Good piece of hitting. It's going to get down and one or two hop the wall out there. Picked up, thrown in by Turner, but it's a leadoff double for Abdriel Delgado. With two very dangerous hitters coming to the plate in Giovanni Hernandez and Lucas Badalato.
Giovanni Hernandez.
So Hernandez stands in. He's 1 for 3 tonight. One hit was an RBI double back in the first. He did come around to score on that as well. Here's the first pitch from Embry. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but it breaks in for strike one. So the 0-1 now to Hernandez. Driven out into left field. Back on it is Williams, and it's going to go off the wall. So one run will score. Into second is Hernandez. It's an RBI double, his second RBI double of the night. And it's 8-3 Woodstock here in the sixth.
Now batting number 21, Lucas Badalato.
So a pair of doubles to start this sixth inning. And now steps in Lucas Badalato, who has 3 doubles and 3 at-bats tonight. He's got a trio of RBIs to go with the trio of doubles. He's also scored a run. So in total, responsible for half of Woodstock's offensive production tonight, and looking to extend that. First pitch to him misses outside, and it's 1-0. Bunt. Picked up, throw on to first. Good play from Easton Embry to get the out. The bunt is successful.
Now batting first baseman number 20, KJ Moon.
The way that Badalato's hit tonight. Wouldn't have predicted him to lay down a sacrifice bunt, but he does. One out after the play at first, and Hernandez now stands on third with one away. It'll be KJ Moon stepping in. That one nearly gets a piece of him, but just misses inside for ball one. One 1-0 pitch from Embry. Hit hard on the ground to third. It'll get into left field. And an RBI knock for KJ Moon makes this 9-3 Woodstock here in the sixth.
Now batting number 14, Austin Ford.
That'll bring in Austin Ford. 0 for 2 tonight. He walked and came around to score back in the second. Breaker in there, 0-1. Oh-1 count to Ford. Runner on first and one out. Moon's going to take off for second. That one's going to get away from Wood on a wild pitch. Excuse me. It's a wild pitch, but it is a stolen base, as he was taken off prior to the pitch. So now KJ Moon over on second. Austin Ford even in the count, 1-1. And that one's going to miss low to make the count 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch, fly down the right field foul line, and that'll play. Two count now. Annan's looking for the second out of this inning as they trail at 9-3. Here's the pitch from Embry. Breaker upstairs. Wood once again able to get his glove up to it. Hold the runner over at second. Three-two pitch on the way. Grounded short. Inouye comes in, makes the play on the hop, throw down to first, and there's two away. Here in the sixth, the runner KJ Moon moves over to third. But a good play from Shin Inouye is good for out number 2. That'll bring in Jackson Harriger as Purcellville and Easton Embry look to get out of this inning
Now batting number 19,
with
Jackson
minimal damage allowed. Harriger stands in. Embry comes set. First pitch to him on the way. That one's going to skip in the dirt. It's going to take a mile-high hop and out of play, actually, looks like. So the run will score with no contest on the wild pitch from Easton Embry. That is double digits for Woodstock. 10-3 is the score now as they put their third run on the board of this sixth inning. Count moves to 1-0 to Jackson Harriger. That's in there for strike one. One and one count. 2 outs in the inning, now nobody on. Upstairs, and it's 2-1. On deck is Bryant Green, if Harriger can find his way on. Two 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from Easton Embry. Breaker outside, and it moves to 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. We'll go full at 3-2. Little standings update. Purcellville is unable to come back in this one then. They will fall to second place in the Valley League North. Winchester picked up a 1-0 win over Culpeper just a little bit ago. That one popped out left center field. Inouye throws his glove at it, but that's going to drop down for a base hit, and this inning will continue for Bryant Green. First hit of the night for Jackson Harriger,
now batting number 27,
and the line keeps moving here in the sixth. It's Bryant Green looking for his first hit of the night as well. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short since he came in to pinch hit for Casey Proctor in the top of the third. First pitch to him upstairs, and it's 1-0. Four hits in the inning for Woodstock. 3 runs to this point. That one misses as well, and it's 2-0. Two and 0 pitch up high again. That'll move to 3-0. So quickly, Bryant Green gets way ahead in the count. And the top of the order is on deck in Kamari Chisholm Jr. 3-0 pitch, 2 outs, man on first. Here it is. And it's in there for strike 1. So Embry finds the zone, settles down, and stays here in it against Bryant Green. 3-1 pitch now. That one misses up and away. It's a 5-pitch walk to Bryant Green here with 2 outs to keep the line moving to the top of the order. Rich Fuller's going to come out to the mound. He'll wave down to the bullpen, and a new pitcher will enter with 2 outs and 2 men on here in the top of the 6th. I'll tell you all about the new arm for Purcellville when we come back. They trail 7, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome back into Purcellville. New pitcher on the mound for the Cannons is Christian Hubbard, 0-0 out of Arkansas. Monticello. Hubbard, 6'4", 250. 6 appearances this season, 6 innings pitched. ERA currently sits at 10.5. 5 strikeouts in those 6 innings to 3 walks. He'll come in with runners on first and second and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, trying to hold Woodstock to just the 3 runs that are in already. Top of the order at the plate in Kamari Chisholm Jr. He's 2 for 4 tonight. That's outside for ball 1.
Now batting number 3, Kamari Chisholm Jr.
1-0 count. Hubbard kicks and fires. That's in there for strike 1. And we're even at 1-1. One pitch with 2 outs on the way. That one misses low to move it to 2-1. Two-one is upstairs, and it's 3-1. Has to be looking to avoid the walk here. Would load the bases with 2 outs. For Connor Worth, who's on deck. There's a big 3-1 pitch to Chisholm on the way from Hubbard, and it's up and away. The bases will be loaded here with 2 outs for Connor Worth.
Now batting shortstop, number 7, Connor Worth.
So it's Jackson Harriger over on third, Bryant Green out there on second, Kamari Chisholm Jr. on first, and Connor Worth at the plate as Woodstock looking to blow this game open even further. And that one out in his center, Acevedo beat in on it. He'll make the catch. So Woodstock puts 3 on the board, but they strand the bases loaded as Christian Hubbard gets out of the jam. Score after 5.5 innings here in Purcellville. Woodstock 10, Purcellville 3. Offense going to have to get going if they want a chance here in the bottom of the 6th.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons Baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons Baseball.
Welcome you back in. New pitcher on the mound for Woodstock. Eli Hanna done after 5 innings. He will be on the hook for the win if his Woodstock River Bandits teammates can hold on to this 10-3 lead the rest of the way. New pitcher in the game is Tyler Wise. Right-handed pitcher. Out of Kansas Wesleyan University, 6'1", 185. 7 appearances this year, 11 innings. He's pitched to a 9.82 ERA. Opponents hitting .275 against him. 10 strikeouts to 15 walks. Of course, Cannons can't afford to be too patient here at the plate, even if walks have been a slight issue for Wise this season. Got to get runners on and get them around as quickly as possible.
Leading Leading off for the Cannons in the bottom of the sixth.
Leading off for Purcellville, they're going to get this offense going. It'll be Seth Williams in the cleanup spot. Merkel Turner will follow him, and Eric Martinez is in the hole. Bottom of the sixth inning, Woodstock 10, Purcellville 3. Tyler Wise on the mound in place of the starter, Eli Hanna. First pitch to Williams in there for strike one, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 lined out into left field, and it will get down in front of the left fielder Hernandez. So a leadoff base hit for Seth Williams. Gets Cannon started here in the sixth.
Now batting from Long Beach State University, right fielder number 9, Keith Turner.
I'll bring in Merkel Turner. 1 for 2 today. Base hit and a run scored back in the second inning. Williams stands on first. We'll see if he gets moving at any point during this at-bat. First pitch in there at 90 miles an hour to make it 0-1. And that one misses to even the count. 1-1 to Turner. It's Martinez on deck. Newcomb behind him. Cannon's offense just trying to piece together any sort of production they can get here. Turner chopped over the head of the third baseman who was playing a little bit in. And it's a base hit for Turner. So back-to-back singles to get things started here in the bottom of the sixth. And the Cannons trying to get something going now. Nobody out, 2 runners on.
Eric Martinez.
Eric Martinez will step into the batter's box. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He had a base hit back in the second and came around to score. Flew out to center his last time up in the fourth. He's got a good spot here. First and second, nobody out. And the catcher, Harriger, will have a conversation with his pitcher, Tyler Wise. Umpire will come out there as well. Swung on and missed, or fouled off, excuse me. Moved to 0-1 to Martinez at the plate. Newcomb in the on-deck circle is 2 for 2 today with a pair of base hits. Martinez has 1, so not a bad spot in the order to be up with the team needing runs. That one to Martinez will miss, and the count is even at 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 now to Martinez. Wise looking for his first out here. And a 1-2 pitch to Eric Martinez. On the way from Wise. Swung on and missed. A nasty breaker, and it's strike 3 for the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the sixth. Tyler Wise picks up a big strikeout and a big first out. That'll bring in the aforementioned Logan Newcomb, committed to Coastal Carolina University. Designated hitter tonight, 2 for 2, pair of base hits, 1 RBI. He's been thrown out trying to advance to second both times he's been on. First pitch to him hit hard down the left field line. That's where he found both of his base hits so far this game. The 0-1 misses to even it up at 1-1. One on the way. Newcomb swings and misses, and it'll move to 1-2. Wise settling in after the 2 base hits to lead off this inning. 1 strike away from getting out of this AB against Newcomb. Noah Hollis stands in the on-deck circle. Took over at second base back in the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-2 on the way. And that is going to be on the inside edge, called strike 3. Newcomb can't believe it. And it's out number 2 on back-to-back strikeouts from Tyler Wise here in the 6th.
State University, number 12, Noah Hollis.
So the leadoff base hits. Now still on first and second, but 2 outs after back-to-back Ks. And Noah Hollis going to look to at least maybe plate one of them if he can get it to the outfield. That one in there for strike 1. Taken off for 3rd and 2nd. It's a double steal and out. Once again, trying to take second base is the Cannons. Another great throw from Harriger behind the plate. And there's 3 gone in the 6th. Nobody scores for Purcellville. Woodstock 10, Cannons 3 as we head to the 7th inning here at Fireman's Field.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. Christian Hubbard back out onto the mound. He came in relief of Easton Embry with 2 outs last inning. Walked first batter he saw to load the bases, but got a line out from Connor Worth to end the inning. Woodstock batted through the order in the 6th, so Abdriel Delgado, who led off that frame, will lead off once again here in the 7th.
Also, fans, reminder that Virginia Citizens Armory, tonight's game day sponsor, is your tactical concierge. From suppressors and modern tactical products to historical heirlooms, Virginia Citizens Armory is your hometown concierge.
So Delgado, Hernandez, Badalado due up for Woodstock. As Hubbard looks to keep this thing at a 7-run deficit, not push towards the 10-run differential.
Now batting DH number 9, Abrio Delgado.
That one going to get down in right center, base hit for Abdriel Delgado. He led off last inning with a double, leads off this inning with a single.
Now batting for the River Bandits, number 10, Giovanni.
And the leadoff man is on once again for Woodstock. That is the 5th time in 7 innings that the leadoff man has reached base. Hubbard fires it in there, swing and a miss from Giovanni Hernandez. 0-1 count. Breaker in there, strike 2. So now 0-2 to Giovanni Hernandez. Good start to this AB for Hubbard, but you got to finish it off. See what he goes with in this 0-2. Hernandez has 2 doubles today. That one out into right. Coming in on it is Turner. He'll make the grab, throw into first. A good throw, but back safely is Delgado.
Now batting right fielder, number 21, Lucas Bottolato.
So line out to right is out number 1. That'll bring in Lucas Bottolato. The right fielder is 3 for 3 tonight. Sack bunt his last time up. The 3 at-bats before that were 3 doubles. He'll bat with 1 out. And Abdriel Delgado on first base. First pitch to him, breaker in the dirt, swung on and missed. Strike 1. So another 0-1 start to account for Christian Hubbard here. One from Hubbard. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Started Hernandez, 0-2. Got him to line out to right. He starts Bottolato, 0-2, looking to get a similar result here. Just got to stay in and around that zone. We'll see where he goes, though, with a chance to maybe dip into the bag of tricks, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Low. In the zone on the edge, and it's strike 3 looking to Lucas Bottolato.
Now batting number 20, KJ Moon.
Great pitch from Christian Hubbard. Just froze him at the knees. 2 away now in the 7th for KJ Moon. Moon's got a pair of base hits today, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Hubbard. It's another 0-1 start. A 1 pitch, Hubbard kicks and deals. That one gonna square him up in the lower back. He'll throw his bat straight into the Woodstock dugout.
Now batting third baseman, number 14, Austin Ford.
But he wears 1. KJ Moon will head to first. Abdriel Delgado over to second. 2 runners on now with 2 gone for Austin Ford. He's 0 for 3 today, walked and scored in the 2nd. He struck out once. Breaker just misses inside, and it'll start 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Up high, and now 2-0. Hubbard will step off, reset real quick. 2-0 count to Austin Ford. Here's the pitch. That one just misses as well, and it's 3-0. In danger of walking the bases loaded here. Hubbard fires 3-0, finds the zone, and he'll stay alive at 3-1. Austin Ford, seen one now. I imagine he'll still be taking anything close here. Your Hubbard just got to fire one in there. Get this thing to 3-2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, across the plate, swung on, and just little behind it was Ford. Count runs full, 3-2, 2 gone. KJ Moon on first, Delgado on second. Jackson Harriger on deck. If Ford wins this battle. Payoff pitch on the way from Christian Hubbard. Runners in motion, swing and a miss, or foul tip. Strike 3 regardless, as it's caught behind the plate by Colson Wood for out number 3. So pair of strikeouts in the inning for Christian Hubbard. He keeps Woodstock off the board, and it remains River Bandits 10, Cannons 3 as we head to the home half here in the 7th inning.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back in. 10-3 the score as Woodstock looking to keep this lead intact here. Tyler Wise back out onto the mound for a second inning of work. Came in relief of the starter Eli Hanna last inning. Eli Hanna on the day, 5 innings, 7 hits against him, 3 runs, all of them earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. He is on the hook for the win if Woodstock can hold on here. It would take quite an effort for them to not be able to, but certainly not impossible. First pitch misses, ball 1 to Noah Hollis. It's 8-9-1 in the Purcellville order, due up in the home half of the 7th. Noah Hollis, Colson Wood, and Ethan Acevedo. 1-0 pitch inside, and it's 2-0 to start Hollis. Two-0 pitch, swung on, grounded hard, and fouled on the left field line. Count moves to 2-1. That one high in the air left field, moving over to it is Hernandez. He'll get under it and make the catch for out number 1. So Tyler Wise picking up where he left off last inning. Gets the first out.
Catcher number 7, Colson Wood.
And here comes Colson Wood with 1 out and nobody on. It'll bring in Colson Wood. Purcellville catcher tonight. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit and an RBI. First pitch to him, taken outside for ball 1. Top of the order on deck in Ethan Acevedo. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to skip in the dirt. Now 2-0 to Wood. Hard grounder, third base, picked up by Ford. He's had a good day defensively, and a heck of a throw over to first for out number 2 here in the 7th. As Wood hustled down the line, but
center fielder for BCU, number 8, Ethan Acevedo.
Just enough on it from Austin Ford over there at third to make the play and get the out. 2 away, nobody on for Ethan Acevedo. Cannons still trail 10-3. Acevedo for 2 today, does have a walk. First pitch to him in the dirt for ball 1. That one in there. Even the count at 1-1 to Acevedo. That one chopped to second base, picked up, thrown on to first by second baseman Green, and a nice toss to get the out. That'll do it for the 7th inning here at Fireman's Field. Score remains Woodstock 10, Purcellville 3 as we head to the 8th.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. New pitcher on the mound in relief of Christian Hubbard. It's Will Ricketts, the left-handed sidearm hurler out of Bluefield State University. 5'10", 210 pounds. A Cannons legend. and fan favorite here in Purcellville. He's pitched in 3 games this season, once as an opener. He's thrown 3.2 innings, 2.73 whip, 1 strikeout in those 3 innings, and a 17.18 ERA as it stands. Opponent's batting .357 against him. His last outing, I believe, was that opening effort.
If she doesn't send you them, I'll follow her. She kind of knows me. She doesn't know you. You've talked to her once.
Yes, the last outing he had was an opening effort here in Purcellville. He threw 2 innings in front of bulk relief behind him. Gave up just 1 run in those 2 innings. Struck out 1. Didn't allow a hit, so it was a good outing from him opening. Now he comes in relief. With the score, Woodstock 10, Purcellville 3. And he hits him on the first pitch.
Now batting second base for number 27, Bryant Green.
Yeah, he doesn't give it up a hit yet.
So an unfortunate start to the inning, but now looking to work around it with Bryant Green stepping in. Breaker misses for ball 1.
That's his fastball. Like.
Showing bunt, lays it down. It's going to be a tough play, and he will be safe with no throw. Bunt single for Bryant Green.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Kamari Chisholm Jr.
And it's first and second. Nobody out here in the 8th. First pitch to leadoff man Kamari Chisholm Jr. on the way. And it's in there for strike 1. Ricketts looks back at second, kicks and fires. That one's going to miss outside. Count even at 1 to Chisholm. He's 2 for 4 on the day. 2 base hits, a walk, and 4 stolen bases for Chisholm. Here's the 1-1 outside again, and it's 2-1 now. Two-one pitch from Ricketts on the way. Breaker up high. Now 3-1 to Chisholm. Cannon's in danger of walking the bases loaded here with nobody out. Connor Worth on deck, Delgado in the hole. Here's a 3-1. In there on the inside edge, strike 2, and it'll run full now to Chisholm, who has seen 5 pitches and taken 5 pitches to this point. Payoff pitch on the way. Popped up foul right side and out of play as that one gets over the bleachers. And Chisholm stays alive. Another payoff pitch from Will Ricketts. He kicks and fires. Swung on, driven left field. It's going to get down in front of Williams down the line. 1 run, going to turn and head for the plate. Throw is way over home, and 1 run will score. Both runners will advance on the throw home. Just a base hit, and then 2 advances on the throw. Not an error, just advanced on the attempt.
Last call for alcohol.
So an RBI base hit for Kamari Chisholm.
Baby, you got trash tonight?
That'll bring in Connor Worth, second and third now, still nobody out. First pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Now batting number 7, Connor Worth.
Score is 11-3 in favor of Woodstock after that last base hit. The 1-0 to Worth misses as well, then it's 2-0. Two-0 count, nobody out, second and third. That one just misses. Make it 3-0. That one does find the zone. 3-1 count now to Worth. Looking for the first out here in the 8th. (3-1) fouled off right side. He was late on it. The count will run full. Abdriel Delgado on deck. Payoff pitch coming here shortly from Will Ricketts. So get a new baseball out there on the mound. Looks in. Comes set. 3-2 payoff pitch, second and third. Here it is. Swung on, fouled off. That one's out of play, and we'll see another payoff pitch to Worth. Here's the 3-2 again. Swung on, shallow left center field. Coming in on Acevedo is going to make the catch. He will throw, and it will be cut off by the first baseman, Marsala. A run will score on the sac fly, and it's 12-3 in favor of Woodstock here in the 8th.
Batting number 9, Gabriel Delgado.
We'll bring in Abdriel Delgado. It's Colson, Wood, and Will Ricketts talk it over on the mound. Wood looks like getting a fresh dose of rosin.
What is that umpire doing there? I don't know. Just making sure they're not strategized.
Delgado stands in here with one out and a runner on second. 2 runs into the inning. It's a 9-run Woodstock lead. Giovanni Hernandez on deck. Here's the first pitch, and it misses for ball 1 to Delgado. (1-0) swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 on the way from Ricketts, and it's outside. make the count 2-1. Final line for Christian Hubbard, 1.1 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and no runs. That one finds the outside edge to even the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch, high in the air, shallow left field. Moving in on it is Williams. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So Ricketts gets 2 outs in a row, and he's 1 out away from finding his way out of the inning.
Now batting number 10, Giovanni Hernandez.
So now 2 outs and a runner on second for Giovanni Hernandez, the cleanup hitter for Woodstock tonight. 2 for 5 on the evening, a pair of doubles, a pair of RBIs, and a pair of runs scored. So he's had an effective night, as has the Woodstock offense overall. 15 hits to this point. Taking off for third is the runner. Throw down is a rocket, but just in there a little too quickly. Safe at third on strike 1. The Giovanni Hernandez is Kamari Chisholm Jr. That is his 5th stolen base of the night. Oh, 1 in there for strike 2. And Ricketts ahead 0-2 on Hernandez. Looking to keep Chisholm over there at third. 0-2 pitch. Hernandez set in the box. Ricketts kicks and fires, and it is just outside. Hernandez will stay alive at 1-2. One, two, inside. Hernandez gets out of the way of it. The count will even up at 2-2. That one lined out into center. It's going to get down for a base hit. And another run is going to come in to score for Woodstock. It's an RBI single for Giovanni Hernandez. His 3rd RBI and 3rd hit of the night. And it's 13-3 Woodstock here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting number 21, Lucas Bottolato.
And we'll bring in Lucas Bottolato. 3 for 4 on the night. 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Ricketts kicks and fires. First pitch to him high in the sky. Shallow center field just behind second base. Acevedo comes hustling in. Tough play, but he makes it. And it's out number 3 here in the 8th. So Woodstock tacks on 3 more. They lead by 10 as we head to the home half here in the 8th inning.
We'd like to extend this.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons Baseball.
Welcome back into Purcellville. Still Tyler Wise on the mound for Front Royal. This will be his third inning of work, or excuse me, not Front Royal. I was looking at the score from Front Royal's game today. Mixed it up in my head, but still on the mound for Woodstock is Tyler Wise. He is, if he can get through this inning without allowing a run, in line for a 3-inning save, despite his team's 10-run lead.
Leading off for the Cannons in the bottom of the 8th inning, number 11, Shintaro Inoue.
Due up for the Cannons, trying to keep this game alive. They'll need at least one run to do that. It's Shin Inoue, Thomas Marsala, and Seth Williams. If they do not play to run this inning, mercy rule will go into effect, and Woodstock will leave with a 13-3 victory. First pitch to Inoue, outside, and it's 1-0. Count to Shin Inoue. He's 1 for 1 today, pair of walks and a base hit. That one misses low to make it 2-0. Pitch on the way. And that one going to find the zone. 2-1 count now to Shin Inoue. A little update around the valley once again. As I mentioned earlier, Winchester, a 1-0 win over Culpeper. They will take first place in the Valley League North if Purcellville cannot mount a miracle comeback here tonight. That one skips in the dirt to make it 3-1 to Inoue. Harrisonburg defeats Front Royal 9-2. Newmarket now leads Strasburg 6-3 in the top of the 7th. Waynesboro ahead 5-4 at home over Stanton, and Covington winning 5-1 on the road at Charlottesville. Both of those in the 6th and 7th innings respectively. That's going to miss low and away, and Shin Inoue will pick up his 3rd walk of the night.
Now batting for your Cannons,
Trio of walks for Shin Inoue.
first baseman from Northwestern State University, number 31, Thomas.
He will hustle down the line to first. In comes Thomas Marsala. Tyler Wise looking to put a cap on this game. That one misses inside, and it's 1-0. Herringer will go out and talk to Wise out there on the mound. Inoue is a threat to steal. Leads the Valley in stolen bases this season with 24. He is 0 for 1 today on a controversial call down at second base back in the 3rd inning. That one skips. 2-0 count now to Marsala. Wise having some trouble finding the zone. Seth Williams is on deck. Markel Turner in the hole. 2-0 pitch to Thomas Marsala on the way. That's going to skip in the dirt again. It's 3-0. So I would imagine that Thomas Marsala will not be taking all the way, but rather sitting on that middle pitch that he homered on in a 3-0 count earlier in this game. 3-0 pitch on the way, and it is upstairs. 4 pitches, 4 balls to Thomas Marsala. Back-to-back walks, and it's first and second with nobody out here in the 8th.
From West Virginia University, number 24, Seth Williams.
Wise was doing a good job finding the zone through his first 2 innings of work. Send, leave the pitching coach out there to talk to him. That's Keelan Hoover. Or Kellen, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. We'll talk to Tyler Wise. And if Shin Inouye scores, this game will continue on into the 9th. Or if anybody scores, rather. Doesn't necessarily have to be Shin Inouye. He just is the lead runner as it stands. Mound visit comes to a close. First pitch to Seth Williams on the way. Fouled off behind the plate. And it's 0-1. That one in the dirt, and it moves to 1-1. Umpire will get some new baseballs. Tyler Wise will step back onto the mound and come set here in a 1-1 count to Seth Williams. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Gets through the legs of the catcher. Or fouled off, actually, but strike 2 regardless. So 1-2 to Seth Williams. First and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Cannons need 1 to keep this game alive. That is inside, a good take from Williams, and the count's even at 2. Turner is on deck. He's got a pair of base hits today. Two-two count. Tyler Wise comes set and delivers. Check swing. Did he go?
No.
They're going to say he did.
That was horrendous.
I disagree from the booth. But Ridge Fuller's letting him hear it from third base.
Now batting for
That
the Bandits from Long Beach State University.
certainly looked like
Keith
the
Turner.
wrong call from up here, but regardless, it's strike 3 according to the third base umpire, and there's 1 away here in the 8th. That one on the outside edge. And an 0-1 start to Merkel Turner. Eric Martinez on deck. Turner, as I mentioned, 2 for 3 on the day. Pair of base hits and a run scored. He's had a solid night at the dish. That one misses low and away to make it 1-1. So 1-1 pitch from Tyler Wise. 1 out. Inouye going to take off for third. Runner going to second as well, and swung on and fouled off. So they will head back as that one flies out of play behind the plate. Count moves to 1-2. Wise just trying to find the zone here and force the Cannons to put it in play. Here's a 1-2 on the way to Turner. That nearly gets a piece of him. Just misses for ball 2. Turner will step back into the box. Even count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Wise. He will throw down to second instead. Back safely is Shin Inoue. Two count. Pitch on the way this time, driven out into left field. Moving back on it is Hernandez. He will make the catch out towards the foul line. And so Woodstock 1 out away here from a Mercy Rule victory on the road at Purcellville.
Now batting from North Central Texas College, your third baseman, number 5, Eric Martinez.
Eric Martinez, the last life for the Cannons. If he can't get on, this one will come to an end. First pitch misses low for ball 1. That one lined out into center. It is going to get down past the center fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Inoue is going to score with ease from second. Marsala is going to score with ease all the way from first. And it is a game-saving 2 RBI triple from Eric Martinez to keep this game alive.
Now batting.
And out of Mercy Rule territory as the deficit down to 8 at 13-5. So a big swing from Eric Martinez keeps his team in it for at least the 9th inning. And Logan Newcomb will now bat with a runner on third and 2 gone. That one misses inside. 1-0 to Newcomb. He's got a pair of base hits today. And an RBI as well. That one's going to miss low, and it's 2-0 to Newcomb. That misses as well. It's quickly 3-0 to Logan Newcomb here. Tyler Wise didn't get the result he was hoping for. Now just got to get out of this inning, get his team to the 9th, and that one hit him. It was ball 4 regardless, but a hit by pitch instead. And it'll be runners on the corners with 2 gone for Noah Hollis.
Now batting your second baseman from Middle Georgia State University, number 12, Noah Hollis. Kansas fans, put your hands together for the foul ball returner and bat girl, Camry York. She's been working hard tonight.
Little delay here is the umpire and some new baseballs with another inning now on tap. And the pitching coach for Woodstock will come out of the dugout, and it will be a pitching change here with 2 outs in the 8th inning. So 2 runs in for the Cannons. We will play a 9th, and it'll be runners on the corners for a new arm when we come back.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. New pitcher on the mound for Woodstock, Jack Turner. Turner listed as a right fielder on the roster, actually, but see if he's got any pitching appearances yet. He does, plenty of innings, actually. His last outing was a one-inning effort on the road at Newmarket where he was perfect, did not allow any runs, no base runners, and 2 strikeouts in that one inning of work. Nine point, 10.2 innings of work so far this year. In addition to playing right field. Actually, correction, he does not have any plate appearances this year, so just listed as a right fielder, but he is indeed just a relief pitcher. Jack Turner out of Averett University will look to get the third out here in the bottom of the 8th. Turn it back over to his offense. Looks like we've got slight delay here. Looks like home plate umpire just getting a breather here, some fluids. It's a really, really hot one here in Purcellville. Has been all night long, and looks like he's going to head back out. And home plate umpire still back there. First base umpire just heading back out. So we'll go to break here. And we'll come back. Oh, actually, no, he's coming back out right now, so we'll stay here. Good to see him coming back out behind the plate. Bottom of the 8th, runners on the corners here as we reset. 2 outs in the inning. Noah Hollis stands in. He's 0 for 2 tonight, pair of flyouts to left. That one in there for strike 1 to Hollis, and Jack Turner ahead 0-1 on his first batter here. That one misses low and in. Count evens up 1-1. One pitch from Turner on the way. That one's going to skip, get to the backstop, digging for the plate and safe. Is Eric Martinez on the wild pitch from Jack Turner. So third run of the inning in for Purcellville. Logan Newcomb advances over to second on the wild pitch. And it's 2-1 now to Noah Hollis at the plate. That one driven out into left center. In on it is the center fielder Chisholm, though, to make the catch for out number 3. So the fly out center ends the inning. Cannons score 3 and stay alive, so we'll be back in the top of the 9th. It's Woodstock 13, Purcellville 6 as we head to the 9th inning here at Fireman's Field.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome you back into Purcellville. This is a first-time sight this season. Now pitching for the Purcellville Cannons. In from shortstop is Shin Inoue.
Like a Shin pitching graphic. Shinhei Otani.
I believe that is Jotneil McLeod now playing third. Eric Martinez shifts over to short, and Shin Inoue takes the mound.
Leading off the top of the 9th for the River Bandits, number 29, KJ Moon.
Inoue has not pitched yet this season, but he did pitch in high school. And he was a good pitcher at that in high school, so certainly not your like average position player taking the mound. And he'll be looking to get out too. This is not a fake outing. That one lined foul, and it's strike number 1. To the leadoff man here in the 9th, it's KJ Moon. He'll be followed by Austin Ford and Jackson Harriger. Shin Inoue kicks and fires. Breaker driven into left. If it's fair, it's long, and it's foul. Down in the corner in left field. So Shin Inoue, that one misses. Count will even at 2-2, or 1-2. Excuse me, not 2-2. That one just misses to even the count for real this time at 2-2.
Yes, she's
That one fouled off. We'll stay at 2-2. Anyway, working with some pace here. That one misses outside to run this count full. Anyway, a left-handed hitter, although he throws from the right side, both in the infield and on the mound. And first batter of Shin Inoue's 2026 Valley League pitching career is a swinging strikeout of KJ Moon.
This reminds me of the ski coming out.
So one out here for Inoue. It's a strikeout swinging, and that'll bring in Austin Ford. First pitch in there for strike one. That one misses to even it up at 1-1.
He's throwing more strikes than half of our pitchers.
It is Austin Ford at the plate. Jackson Herriger on deck. That one driven out left center field. Just going to drop over the head of new shortstop Eric Martinez. And it's a one-out single for Austin Ford. His first hit of the night. Second time on base.
Now batting number 19, Jackson Herriger.
I'll bring in Jackson Herriger. One and 0 as that one misses. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. One, swung on and missed at the breaking ball. 68 miles an hour. And tough to sit back on for Jackson Herriger at the plate. It's 1-2. Shin Inoue kicks and fires, and that one just misses outside. It's a play. The difference in speed between his pitches will play. That's 85 on what I believe was a fastball. That one at 71 just barely fights it off to the right side. We stay even at 2-2. Two pitch in the dirt, skips away. The runner on first will not advance. He will just hold his position. Count runs full to Herriger. Actually, an interesting thing there. Probably chose not to go because you're going to get a better running jump if you stay on first and you can jump. He doesn't, and it's still 3-2. Count still full to Herriger. Bryant Green is on deck. Swing and a miss, strike three. And 2 strikeouts in the inning for Shintaro Inoue. Right out of the lineup, right from shortstop to the mound, and he's got 2 outs on 2 Ks. With Bryant Green stepping in with 2 outs now. Inoue trying to keep this thing at a 7-run deficit, and that's going to get to the backstop. No advance. grounded up the middle, and that is going to get through into center field. So a base hit for Bryant Green keeps this inning alive, and first and second, still 2 outs now for the top of the order in Kamari Chisholm Jr. Chisholm Jr. on the day
Now batting for the River Bandits, number 3.
is 3 for 5. He's reached in all but 1 AB. He has a walk as well. 5 stolen bases, 2 runs scored, as well as 1 RBI. That one misses low, make the count 1-0. That's down the middle. Strike 1 to even it at 1. Inouye has come off shortstop and pitched quite well so far. Just needs 1 more out. That one misses a little in, and it's 2-1. That one misses as well. Now 3-1 to Chisholm. Connor Worth is on deck. That's in there, strike 2, so a full count now to Kamari Chisholm. Pitch on the way, and it's fouled off left side and out of play. That one fouled off left side, out of play once more. Stay alive in the full count. And another payoff pitch on the way from Inouye. Popped up foul behind the plate this time. As Kamari Chisholm staying alive. He'll see his 9th pitch of this at-bat coming up here shortly. Inouye will get a new baseball before that one. Another 3-2. That one nearly gets a piece of him. It's ball 4 to Chisholm, and the bases are loaded here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning.
Now batting shortstop, number 7, Connor Worth.
I'll bring in Connor Worth. First pitch high in the air, shallow right field. Turner in on it, and a shutout inning of relief for Shintaro Inouye. Comes in from shortstop and shuts the door. Inouye, 0 ERA on the year, and the Cannons will need at least 7 to stay alive when we come back in the bottom of the 9th. 13-6 is the score.
The Purcellville Cannons are back for another great season of baseball here in Loudoun County. Cannons baseball is brought to you in part by IBEW Local Number 26, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Bank of Clark, the Purcellville Pub, Catoctin Creek Distilling Company, Lava Technology Services, Valley Drilling, Valley Energy, Skinner Law Firm, Auto Stop Elite, Athenian Company Luxury Hair Lounge, Backflow Technology, Virginia Citizens Armory, DCF Contracting, Caseco, Merit Restorations, Unlimited Plumbing and Piping LLC, Loudoun Valley Floors. Thanks for supporting another season of Cannons baseball.
Welcome in back to Purcellville. Bottom of the 9th inning, about to get underway. Score is Woodstock 13, Purcellville 6. So
From the University of Texas, Tyler, your catcher, number
the
7.
Cannons will need at least 7 runs to stay alive here.
10 in the morning, she's already had lunch. She'll be 85 here in 2 weeks.
Leadoff man here for the Cannons is Colson Wood in the ninth, and that one
This is Colson's last at bat for us.
Is he gone?
believe in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch popped up high in the sky, foul territory, right-hand side, and that will get out of play. So it's 0-2 to Colson Wood. Colson Wood down 0-2. He's got a base hit and an RBI today. He's 1 for 3. Gets set in the box. Here's the pitch from Jack Turner. Up high, and it's 1-2.
Kansas fans, Skins are on the road tomorrow night in Strasburg. That's here Sunday, hosting Harrisonburg.
Final line for Tyler Wise. 2.2 innings in relief, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. And the 1-2 is fouled off behind the dish. Colson Wood stays alive. One and two still to count. Turner set on the hill. He'll deliver once more. Grounded to short. Picked up by Worth. Throw on to first. Wood hustling, and he might have beat it. He did not. And it's out number 1 here in the top, or in the bottom of the 9th. Good hustle from Colson Wood. Getting down the line. Gave himself a chance, but throw gets there just in the nick of time from Connor Worth over at short. And Woodstock 2 outs away now from putting this one away. Ethan Acevedo due up next. It's top of the order now. Acevedo and Inouye, who is currently on the mound, technically. First pitch to Acevedo misses for ball 1. That one on the inside edge, relieving the count at 1-1. That one finds the zone as well. And now 1-2 to Ethan Acevedo at the plate. Here's the 1-2 from Jack Turner on the way. Swung on and laced foul to the left side. We'll see another 1-2 here. On the way, and called strike 3. Acevedo disagrees, but called out. Looking, and Woodstock 1 out away from a big win here on the road at Fireman's Field. Last hope for Purcellville, Shin Inouye, currently on the mound. But move to the designated hitter, and or not the designated hitter, but remain in the lineup as the pitcher. First one in there for a strike. The 0-1 is fouled off behind the plate, and Cannon's down to their last strike here. Here's the 0-2 from Jack Turner. Swung on and missed, strike 3 swinging, and that will do it for a big win for the Woodstock River Bandits here tonight in Purcellville. Final score, Woodstock River Bandits 13, Purcellville Cannons 6. They get out hit 18-9, and 4 errors for the Cannons proved to be costly, 0 on the other side for Woodstock. So a tough loss for the Cannons tonight. Plenty of pitchers saw action. Losing pitcher remains Ryan Rushing, I believe. Winning pitcher, obviously, Eli Hanna, the starter, went 5 innings for Woodstock. No save, no holds, with the lead being as big as it was. But that'll do it. Purcellville loses it 13-6, the final score here at Fireman's Field. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching another edition of Cannons Baseball here. My name's Lincoln Burkholder. Have a fantastic rest of your night.